What is a drug and alcohol assessment? Starting treatment for drug and alcohol addiction is a brave decision to make. Going to a drug rehab is a great way to save a life, either yours or a loved one. However, before anything else, drug rehab always starts out the same way, with a drug and alcohol assessment. So basically, an assessment is how a drug rehab like the Edge Treatment Center gets to know its clients. Before we admit anybody, we ask them a series of questions about their history, their health, the drugs they take, and more. We're not doing this to make people uncomfortable, to shame them, or to find out private information. Instead, conducting a drug and alcohol assessment is the best way to help us build effective solutions for our clients so we can help them leave drugs and alcohol behind permanently. What happens during a drug and alcohol assessment? A drug and alcohol assessment is usually conducted by a drug rehab's admissions team. An assessment is a little like a survey. Drug rehab staff members ask a new client about their history of drug use, any co-occurring conditions that they might have along with their addiction. Sometimes a drug and alcohol assessment is used to determine if a person is at risk for certain forms of addiction as well. It's another way to learn data that will help drug rehab staff determine the best course of action. The data collected during this process helps the drug rehab diagnose the specific kind of addiction that the client has. We get these questions aren't always the easiest to answer, and nobody likes to have their past examined. However, this process is extremely important because it's how we build an effective treatment plan. We're not doing this to judge people, we do it to make sure we're able to give our clients the best help that we can. Is a drug and alcohol assessment the same as a drug test? Nope. Drug tests can only tell if you've used a particular drug in a short amount of time. These tests are often given by employers, government agencies, or law enforcement, and they can have serious consequences if you fail. Participating in a drug and alcohol assessment is a completely different experience. You can't fail a drug assessment, for one thing. It's just how drug rehabs gather information on their clients so we can help them. Are there different kinds of drug and alcohol assessments? Yep, there is multiple kinds of them. Some assessments are aimed at adolescents and teens, and some measures a person's potential willingness to participate in drug treatment. The Edge Treatment Center knows how hard it can be to ask for help. Guided by a trauma-informed philosophy, we've curated a serene, welcoming, and non-judgmental environment where real healing can take place. Addiction denies a person the life they deserve and hides their true potential. At the Edge, we'll help you through the entire process, including our initial drug and alcohol assessment. Don't miss out on living your best life. Reach out to us today to learn more.